What's up, everyone? My name is Ashwin Shenoy. I also go by Janai or Zenai. I have two sides to myself, Ashwin Shenoy, where I make whatever I want, whether it's experimental or acoustic or whatever it is. And I also make hip hop through Janai. And recently when I started making hip hop music, putting my music out there as a business and as a brand has forced me to study myself and what my value is as an artist and how my music is valued in the market and in the industry. So without further ado, this talk is all about knowing your artistic worth. It's just a simple guide to understanding your creative value. Let me start off with a quote. Sun Tzu said in The Art of War, "Every battle is won before it's ever fought." Now, what does that mean? Well, if you know your value, then you can go into any deal, business deal, whatever it is, discussion, walk into any office and know where you stand and what you are worth with the work that you've done so far. This also means that if someone is trying to exploit or take advantage of you as an artist and as a creator, you'll know where to draw the line without always having to run to a lawyer or having to go to your manager to talk about it. You've obviously learned how to make music and you just watched Haman's tutorial on how to make music with free plugins and do it yourself. And now with technology that you have, you can make music anywhere. Anytime you make a song, wherever it is, whether it's on a laptop or you've written the lyrics down on a piece of paper and you have the chords and the sheet music printed out, you've created yourself a copyright. Now, a copyright is the legal right of the owner, that's you and me, of intellectual property, of the music that we create. And we have the right to give permission to allow someone to copy that and distribute it. So if you and I upload our songs to a distributor or we sign up with a record label, we're giving the permission to use that copyright of our song. In simpler terms, copyright is the right to copy. This means that the original creators of the products and anyone they give authorization to are the only ones with the exclusive right to reproduce the work. There are two types of copyright. You got the C copyright and you got the P copyright. The C copyright refers to the actual composition copyright, which means it's the lyrics and the music. And the P copyright stands for phonorecord, which is the master recording. When you record the song, that composition in your laptop or in a studio, and you have the recording, that is the P copyright. When you give that P copyright to a distributor, they have the right to distribute your songs, whether you're uploading to any of the platforms like DistroKid or TuneCore, etc., etc. The C copyright is split into two parts. You got the lyrics and you got the music. Both of them are worth 50% each of that copyright. But you also have another side of the C copyright, which is the publishing side of it. So if 50-50 is 100%, then the publishing is also the other side of it, which is the other 100%. The C copyright is actually worth 200%. If you give the publisher the right to distribute your composition to TVs, music, and films, and whatever that they can use it to, even radio stations, and the publisher gets half of the payment that you are supposed to get. There's a writer's share, which falls under the 50-50 of the music and lyrics, and then there's a publisher's share. By default, if you create a song, you are also your own publisher. So not only do you own the 50% music and the lyrics, you also own the 100% of the publishing. When you distribute your song on a digital platform, you are mostly covering the master recording, which is the P copyright. That copyright only covers half of what you're supposed to earn. If you are going through most of the digital distributors nowadays, they only cover that half because they're like a factory. They're trying to put out as much music as they can and they're trying to do it as fast as possible. When it comes into the publishing and administration, it takes a while to process compositions, know where the splits go, and how to submit it to, the sync licensing. Because they only deal with the P copyright, you gotta find a way to deal with the C copyright. And that's where we get into PROs. A performance right organization. They are an organization, always go through a membership, that deals with the C copyright and helps you collect money for you based on radio broadcast, terrestrial radio, digital distribution, streams, TV shows, movies, films, and so many other things. Most PROs cover almost all facets of it. Two of the biggest PROs are BMI and ASCAP. Usually, as artists in Bahrain, we would have to go to our local PRO. However, our local PRO does not cover many regions, but through the Berne Convention, BERNE, BMI and ASCAP now cover many global regions. So it would make more sense for us to sign up with one of these two. It's really simple and it's really easy to set it up. You just have to go on their website, give in your tax information, your address, and you got it set up. It'll take a while to process, and then you have a number. And whenever you do go distribute your song, you upload your song to another digital distributor, you have to put in your songwriter's PRO number along with that, so they know that you are affiliated with that song and with that organization as well. If you need a list of PROs to find out which one exactly pertains to your region and your country, there's a link below to take you there. So now you got your song ready, you've written all your lyrics, you have the recording, and everything's ready, and you want to share it to the world. How do you go about it? We got distributors. There's so many of them out there. Each one has their own pros and cons, their perks and features. DistroKid is one that has popped up very recently since 2018. It's very popular right now amongst the independent artists community. DistroKid offers you a yearly subscription of $20 to $30 to put unlimited music out there. It sounds amazing. They distribute to almost every platform, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Pandora, or even Deezer. They're constantly updating their features, and they're very, very involved with the artist community. If you have a problem with their platform, they will respond to your tweet about it. I guarantee you that. TuneCore is one of the leaders in the industry, and they've been there for a very long time. For a yearly price for each project, they will distribute your song to the world as well as cover your publishing administration, which means they'll cover your songwriting, your composition. They will submit your songs for sync licensing opportunities and give you the opportunity to submit specific songs to do that. Whether you want your song on a TV show or a movie or one of the platforms like Netflix, Amazon, they got your back. CD Baby was there way before any of these distributors were, and CD Baby, as you can tell from the name, were actually one of the distributors that helped independent artists sell CDs to the public. They no longer do that anymore because of costs, and no one uses CDs anymore. It's out of date. CD Baby covers a lot of the stores. They have direct deals with 34 major stores, and they're continuing to add more, whatever is necessary for their platform. CD Baby charges you $10 per song per year. However, it comes with a catch. They take 9% commission of any earnings that you make. CD Baby also covers publishing administration and sync licensing, so that's another thing to keep in mind. Amuse is a newcomer on the market. They don't charge a single penny to put your music out on all of these platforms. The way they do it is because they have a new business model and they're looking for artists, so you can put up your music for free. However, they don't cover all stores, and they don't cover any of the songwriting or publishing. I've only covered 4 stores, and there are many, many more, but these 4 are right now the leading ones amongst the independent artist community. All of them have their own pros and cons. For example, although you have unlimited music being released, you have to constantly pay the subscription for your music to stay up there. If you don't continue paying the subscription, they'll take your music down. DistroKid also charges you an extra $5 per year to monetize your music on YouTube. They charge $5 per song per year. So if you put up like 20 songs, they're gonna charge you $5 for each song. And if you'd like to continue adding it to more stores, it's another $8 per song per year. So you can see how these costs add up. DistroKid also doesn't cover songwriting publishing. However, they're constantly upgrading their model and working with artists. So we don't know if we're gonna see that anytime soon. We may or may not, but that would be cool. TuneCore, on the other hand, can also be quite expensive on the outside. I mean, if you're thinking about each song being $10 per year, it can add up. However, TuneCore just charges you a one-time fee of $10 for the song to be monetized on YouTube. And they also cover, after a $75 one-time publishing fee, you'll never have to pay that ever again. They'll cover all of your songwriting, your copyrights, and even work with your PRO. TuneCore also, like DistroKid, delivers to almost all stores. However, TuneCore has direct deals with more than 40+ stores, so you're more likely to get paid higher from these stores compared to other distributors, because TuneCore has been leading in the industry. CD Baby, on the other hand, charges you 9% commission fee. They also charge you a one-time fee for YouTube Content ID and any other sync licensing. They will take a 20% commission on YouTube, and they will also take a 40% commission of any earnings you make from sync licensing. Whether you make, if your song gets added to a TV show and you earn a lot of money from that, CD Baby will take a whopping 40% off of that. And that's a big cut, so that's something to keep in mind. TuneCore also does take a commission, but they've only kept it to 20%. However, when it comes to streaming royalties, TuneCore, DistroKid, and Amuse all give you 100% royalties. The downside for Amuse, however, is that they only cover 9 stores. But if you sign up with their Pro plan for $20, they will give you 15 stores. This does not cover as many stores as DistroKid and TuneCore or CD Baby. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Well, there you have it. Now you know all about the different distributors. You know, Brownie. Shh. Shh. Well, there you have it. Now you know basics and the fundamentals, but I do recommend that you do some more research if you're trying to go into this further. I hope this helps, and big shout out to Sound and Fiction, Newsland, and a big thank you to Hamed for setting this all up. Peace. Take care. This is Janai. I'm out.